I am a 5-year breast cancer survivor. But my story didn't start there. In 1996, my mother was diagnosed with cancer. My 4 sisters and I were at a loss. We didn't know if we would be able to cope with this monster who had invaded our lives. Ma, with cancer? How do you live without a mother's love? Who would be there to pick us up when life threw us down? Who will offer us words of encouragement when life seems unbearable? Who would be there now to soothe the aches and pains, settle the arguments and sibling rivalries, and let us know that we were still unique and special, even with all our faults and fallacies? These are just a few of the thoughts that flooded our minds, and as we walked through the treatment of chemo with her, radiation watching years drain away, the baldness, the tiredness, the sickness, the mask in public, the good days, the bad days, and vulnerability of loss was the battle lost to cancer. My sisters and I clung to each other, searching for answers. We looked for support groups and found that during that particular time, there was nothing specifically designed to touch the heart and encourage African American women dealing with this disease. So we started a nonprofit organization, Cancer Awareness Network for Children of all ages. You see, we were our mother's daughters looking for answers. But my faith has taught me that if you have a need, feed that need and watch the rewards. In other words, you will get back that which you give out to others. So the goal of Cancer Awareness Network are to eliminate the fears associated with the diagnosis of cancer. We work closely with oncology doctors who serve as presenters for our workshops. This partnership has enabled us to stay abreast of the updates and clinical breakthroughs in research in the area of oncology. Since the inception of this organization, over 3,000 lives have been touched and empowered. We are proud to inform, motivate, and enlighten as we honor 5 to 10 survivors, 40 to 50 caretakers at each of these free luncheons. We strongly encourage them to explore methods of identifying and utilizing resources available for healthy lifestyle and early detection. But little did I know that that same demon cancer, which attacked my mother, would come after me in 2010. I must admit, at first I did panic. Being diagnosed with cancer was not easy to accept. No one wants to hear those 3 words, you have cancer. My mother and cousin had died of cancer in less than 30 days of each other in 1998. Every frame of reference that I had equates to cancer equals death. But my husband, my 2 sons, 4 sisters, and their families were just as shocked as I was. But I knew that they would need my strength if I was to get through this. Then the Spirit of God arrested me from myself, and I began to stand on the words of God that says, I shall live and not die, but shall declare the works of the Lord. So I immersed myself into Scripture and ministered to my own self. I read the word for breakfast, I read the word for lunch, I read the word for dinner and snacks in between. By the time the surgery was over, God had given me the strength and power to walk in the light of knowing that the struggle was just a test to help others to see his powers is stronger than anything that the enemy can throw our way. You see, I decided not to tell God how big my problem was, but I told my problem cancer just how big my God was. I don't know how a person can make it through this journey without their faith. So now, I am not only an advocate for cancer survivors, but this journey has taken me places I could not have dreamed. As a volunteer for the American Cancer Society for the past 5 years, we've hosted survivorship dinners that have celebrated another birthday for over 100 cancer survivors each year. We were awarded Making a Difference Award in 2010 by our local television station, Channel 13, who honors the community work of making an impact. We were also nominated for the Best in Minority Business Faith-Based Award in 2012. And most recently, for the past 2 years, I have been honored to serve as a representative of UAB on a panel of doctors and scientists in Virginia with breast cancer research study as a consumer reviewer for breast cancer research through the Department of Defense, working tirelessly trying to find a cure for this deadly disease. And now, here I am, sharing my story with you. Who would have thought it? As I think back over this journey, the diagnosis of breast cancer in 2012, loss of my husband in Hawaii, celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary in 2011, empowering and encouraging so many other survivors dealing with cancer. And now, here I am sharing the joys and pains of my life, offering hope and meaning to this second act, watching a tear turn into a smile, getting a hug for just being there, networking and partnering with so many women in similar groups and organizations make us stronger as we fight the fight and give back to end cancer. My name is Loretta Herring. I am a cancer survivor, and this is my second act. But through it all, I am alive.